All right. Hold on a second. The hell is it? Oh, there it is. Okay, we're good. We're good. The hell is it? Let's turn that down, and I think I'll put on headphones. I think it sounds better. I think it sounds better when I'm wearing headphones. Hi everyone. Let me unplug this and plug this in. Better. That should be better at this point. Is that better? Turn that light off. Boom. You like that? Hi. Happy Father's Day, everyone. Once again, if you weren't here earlier, I hope that this Father's Day was a delight for you and your fathers. Um, yeah, my dad is asleep. He's getting up tomorrow morning to go fishing. He's going fishing, but he is visiting. He did visit the chat. He had a great time. He went upstairs after the chat live stream, and he was like, "I love those people. I love that. I love doing that. I love what you do." And I was like, "Yeah, well, I hear you." And he's like, "No, I really like it." I'm like, "Yeah, it's fun. It's very, very fun. It's a privilege to be able to do live streams and talk to these people. They are all great, and yeah, I really I do enjoy it." And he's like, "My goodness, you do have a good time." Well, I do. I do. I mean, all I do all day is I draw Cyberfrog, and yeah, and that is absolutely a pleasure. I draw Cyberfrog. I report on Star Wars, and I just try to make entertainment for fans and subscribers that they will come back to and feel at home watching. And I get tangled up in a wire. I get tangled up in a cord around my shoe and almost get my headphones yanked out. Guys, hi. Okay, no, look, no, he's asleep. He's going fishing tomorrow. He is fun. His brother was like, "Hey, I'm gonna come get you at 5 a.m. and I'm gonna take you out fishing." And his brother likes to fish. My dad's like, "Oh, okay." He's gonna go fishing. My dad's like, "What do you still need? You need me to teach you something?" And ha ha ha. That's brother humor. My dad's the oldest, and he's like, "Do you want to go, Ethan?" I said, "What? What?" He said, "Do you want to go fishing?" For what? For what? Now that is the question. What do you want to go fishing for? A fish. I don't want to fish. What am I, sea lion? I don't want to fish. If I wanted to fish, I'd go to the supermarket. You think I want to sit in a boat all day long with a no? No. I don't want to fish. I don't want to fish. Not for trout. He doesn't want to fish either. He's vegetarian, and all of that. But he's gonna go fish anyway because he is. Yeah, exactly. Fishing is manly, and that is cool. That's proof that my dad's soy intake hasn't completely overtaken him. But no, I don't want to fish. I have things to do. I got things to do. Fishing takes too long for a result that I don't really want. And so that's the thing. So no fishing. I will not be going fishing. I did all my fishing as a kid. I'm not doing it as an adult. Um, by the way, you gotta punch those fish. Would you punch a fish in the face? Would you punch a shark in the face? Is that what you would do? No, my dad doesn't know what incels are. He doesn't know what they are. I'm gonna keep it that way. I don't think he needs to know. Bravo Alpha Romeo, thank you for $5. Fishing is high tea. Okay, I do, but it's also time consuming, and I don't want to I don't want to fish. I just don't want to fish. But yeah, it is. I hear you. I hear you. Happy Father's Day, back Black Pichot. It's time with the family. Would you uppercut a tuna fish sandwich? I would. I would bet up. Absolutely. All right, look, a lot of people are sending me this and saying, what is going on? This is a channel called Reviews for You. I've never heard of this guy, but I mean, listen, to be fair, I have like, I don't know, like 20 friends on YouTube, like 20 other channels that I'm friends with. And then there are all these other guys that are kind of adjacent to the same topics that I talk about. Like I talk about Comicsgate, I talk about comics, I talk about drawing and art. I don't really talk to any other channels that do drawing and art. I just don't. I've looked at them and they're like, "Hey, how to draw a chibi," and it's like 9 million views. I'm like, "What is chibi and what are you talking about?" No, I don't want to do that. I'm mostly friends with people who do Star Wars and people who do comics. I don't know reviews for you, but a lot of people are sending me these panic messages Do you guys know this guy? Do you guys know Reviews for You? I do. I hate the chibi. The guy is legit. Everyone's saying the guy is legit. Uh, yeah, yeah, yeah. What is a chibi? Look it up. Look up chibi. It's just basically it's cutifying things. Cutifying things. Some people like this guy. I don't know how many subs he has. Let me just check real quick. I don't know how successful his channel is. How can I do that? I guess I could hit done here. Oh, it just sent me right back to the person who was concerned about this guy. Um, I don't know, but he's only got 1,666 views. That's not very many. That's not very many for a video that seems to have been up for a little while. That is a concern of mine. 9 hours, 8 hours. He's probably a fairly small channel, but he put up a video that did pretty good. John Robertson says, "Dude is legit. Guessed him on the High Council." Okay. He's looks like he's got a great collection of stuff behind him in the video, and I don't want to show too much of his video because I don't know if this guy likes me or not. I don't know if he's going to DMCA me. I don't know. But I'll talk about what the video is about. So he talks about he's going for a job interview at Lucasfilm. I mean, this guy is that kind of a Star Wars fan that he wants to work for Lucasfilm. My dad asked me in the kitchen upstairs. He's like, what if they paid you? Would you go over to work at Lucasfilm on Star Wars?" I said, "No." He said, Why not?" I said, "Dad, what's the difference between working at Lucasfilm and working at DC Comics? What is the difference?" He's like, "Well, you know, but you could help them implement better ideas for Star Wars." I said, "But that's not what I'm here to do. I'm not here to do that. I'm just here to make fun of their ideas." Black Peugeot, thank you for $1.99. It's Black Pidgeot. Uh, okay, Black Pidgeot. I won't forget that. Thank you. He says, "LOL." Yeah, I'm here to make fun of their crappy SJW ideas. I'm not here to fix them. I don't want to, if they listen to me, if they do by any chance run across my channel and listen to the things that I say, they'll fire a lot of people and maybe they'll implement change on their own. But the idea of going over there and working at Lucasfilm sounds like hell. Can you imagine? Can you imagine answering to Pablo Hidalgo? What if I had to answer to, what if that idiot was my boss? What if he was above me and I had to listen to Pablo Hidalgo? No, no, thank you. No. I have freedom here. I have autonomy. I'm making more money now, I think, than I probably would at Lucasfilm. Independently, I don't want to go work for. He's like, but I'm like, "Dad, you don't understand. It's not about how fun and cool it is. I mean, that's not what it's about. It's about creative freedom. There is no creative freedom at Lucasfilm. You become a cog that better shut his mouth if you're not SJW. That's not, we just got out of that. We kind of, we want to continue to have some autonomy and freedom. The ability to be creative, and do it independently of anyone else. So no, no, father, do not ever want to work for Lucasfilm ever. Having said that, this guy does want to work for Lucasfilm, probably because he is a look at this kind of Star Wars fan that actually has life-size costume replicas. I don't think these are real, but life-size costume replicas of actual like Star Wars gear. So this guy, he is legitimately a huge fan, and probably to him working for Lucasfilm would be a dream come true. He actually says it. He gets starry-eyed and he goes, the ability, the chance to create this stuff. Like, and I respect that. I mean, it's just like I hear what you're saying. Like, if you haven't done it yet, you want to do it. Oh, here we go. Dorby, $10. Hey, Ethan, what happened with the scumbag who edited a comment after you hearted it to turn it into an anti-Semitic comment about gassing Jews? Who pulls these dirty tricks? I don't know. Thank you to whoever alerted me to it. I deleted the comment and the entire thread that went along with it, but get ready because that's part of what we're going to be talking about here. So from now on, I'm probably not going to like comments from names that I don't know. I see you guys all the time in here. I trust most of you. Some of you I don't. Some of you are a little bit, I don't know. I know your names. I trust you guys. If I see that you post something that I like, I'll probably click hard on it. But, I, if I don't see your name, if I don't know who you are, I'm not going to click hard on it because you'll just, this is what's happening right now. And this could be part of the paranoia. So, anyway, all right. That's what happened. Somebody let me know. I clicked a comment. I click like on the first, like, when a video comes out, I look at comments and I'll click like on the first few of them that I see because I just want to encourage people to comment. So, heart, heart, heart. Um, I don't remember what that initial comment said, but somebody went in there and edited it, and there's a little edit notification underneath it, and turned it into something anti-Semitic, and that was just a taste of probably what's coming. It's more weirdness and horrible, bullshit, and we are going to probably be in for more of that. So let's be wary. Let's be cautious of this kind of a thing. And now, this guy is kind of talking about that. He says that he went to Lucasfilm. He got a little tour of the studio. And then on his way around, he saw a bunch of people sitting, behind the computer surfing the internet. And he says he was told over lunch that Lucasfilm got a $50 million budget. What did they get that from? They gotta stop spending money on stupidity. A $50 million budget to basically go around and stir things up with people, YouTube, Twitter, various social media accounts like my own, and basically gaslight the fans into this and that. And then even further, there is talk of suggesting or somehow implementing this kind of idea of a hate group, to label a YouTube channel like mine as a hate group. Uh, that's what he's saying that they would like to do. That's fantastic. I mean, I would love Disney, if you're listening, please label this channel, which is critical of you. Label this channel, defame us as a hate group. Please let me sue you. Please, gaslight, Shinto Ketchup. Gaslight means to make people think they are crazy, to delude, to deceive, to effectively force people to believe something that isn't true. Um, a good use of the word gaslight is when you're married to someone who is cheating on you, and you're like, I know you're cheating, and they go, well, you're crazy, you've got all these blah blah blah, you're mentally ill. Why would you think that? Why are you so paranoid? That's gaslighting, because then you start to believe that you're crazy instead of what is probably true. So that's gaslighting. That is a disinformation tactic that political propagandists use. Yeah. So, Gotham by Gaslight. So anyway, that's what they're going to try to do. They're going to try to gaslight the Star Wars community, okay, Star Wars fan community, into thinking that Star Wars criticism is hate speech. We're already seeing that happen. Now, if they can actually effectively, in any way, label, YouTube channels like World Class or Geeks and Gamers or Comic Artist Pro Secrets or Mindless Entertainment as hate groups, if they could call us hate groups, we will sue, and we will absolutely destroy. I will retire. I will retire. If they thought Solo's losses were bad, wait till I sue them for labeling us a hate group, for criticizing their awful, stupid, inept movies. We will absolutely destroy them in court. So that's a warning. Now this guy is concerned about it. He says this is what's coming. It is coming. I do believe that kind of stuff is just right around the corner. The way they're dealing with the Kelly Marie Tran thing, they're talking about consequences for people who make fun of Rose Tico. Um, okay, bring it. I mean, bring it on. I just, it would be fun. It would just, this is the kind of thing that actually just grows channels. This is the kind of thing that rallies fans. This is the kind of thing that grows causes from just a whim to an actual cause celeb. This is what builds armies. If you guys want to do that, if Disney wants to attempt in any way to demonize the audience that they have isolated themselves from, that they have ostracized, then get ready. Get ready. The problem's only going to get worse. And this is astonishing to me when the only answer to any of this is to just say, hey, we're listening. What are we doing wrong? We want to make money. We want to make movies that you like. What should we do? That would be a lot more effective, a lot less diabolical than, and it wouldn't be gaslighting, than the ideas that this gentleman is talking about. And to spend $50 million more to persecute YouTubers is sad, but that's the way the world is right now. So basically, you're going to bully people into going to see your movies and liking them. I mean, that is the plan. The plan is to effectively bully the audience into not making fun of their films. Bully the audience into forking over $20 to go see Solo. Bully the audience, threaten, coerce the audience into shutting up about how awful their treatment of Lucas's franchise is, and how shamefully the characters have been treated, and how piss poorly they've treated their own fandom. Maybe this will shut us up. Maybe labeling geeks and gamers as a hate group will shut us up. That might work. Yeah, good luck. I would like to increase my subscribers by 10. I would like to do that. I would like my audience to increase by 10 times, and that is exactly what will happen should this happen. We will fight up. We will fight back. We will be louder. We will, I will do more. Kathleen Kennedy. I will back over every toy you put out with my SUV. Kathleen Kennedy, I will run my car over everything that Lucasfilm puts out on video. I will never stop. My car will be going in reverse, forward, over every single toy Hasbro puts out. I will never stop making fun of your movies. I will get far worse. Far worse. If you call me and my friends haters, a hate group, we will utterly become everything that you say that we are, and we will hate you. We will hate you. We will go from mild concern, we will go from criticism to utter hatred. And if that's what you want your fan group to do, your fans that you are isolating, that you are disenfranchising, if that's what you want that to become, that's what will happen. That is what will happen, and we will lead that brigade. It's ridiculous. These SJWs are out of their minds. SJWs are bullies and cowards. They are cruel, stupid, and they don't seem to care about our money. Hey, I care about your money. My name is Ethan Van Sciver. I have an Indiegogo campaign called Cyberfrog Blood Honey. It is now at $243,000. Well, and $531 as well. This is nearly $250,000 for a comic book that is being pre-ordered right now. Pre-ordered by people who just like the way it looks. Pre-ordered by people who are like, I don't know, I like your ideas. Maybe I want to get into comic books again. Maybe I'd like to try out one of your comic books. And, well, Uncle Ethan, I'd like your autograph. Well, they're all going to be autographed. Every copy that you order will be autographed by me. So people who are saying, when can I meet you? When can you get me to sign something? I will film myself hand signing these comics. You will see that these are all genuine autographs, straight from me to you. Andrea and I, your Aunt Andrea, are going to spend 1 month packing up at this moment 4,016 orders from you guys. We won't get fingerprints on them. But yeah, it is going to take a month. Andrew's like, how are we going to do this? I'm like, okay, so I'm hoping that we get to 8,000 backers. That would be great. I would like to sell 8,000 comics. If we can get to 8,000 backers, I think we have to do, about 100, a little more than 100 comics each per day for a month. So that's going to be a full-time job. We're going to wake up in the morning, we're going to pack comics, and we are going to ship them out every single day until we have completed every single order perfectly. And then we're going to launch Rainbow Brute, and we are going to become slowly. And she's like, what? And I'm like, we're going to become a publisher. We're going to become our own publisher, and right away, at first, we're going to become our own shippers. It's like a small business, It's like if you want to become a baker and you have a great recipe for cupcakes, You start out by yourself. You start out buying your own packaging, your own boxes, and then you might actually get a truck and hand deliver your cupcakes to retailers. I mean, that is that is what we're going to be. We're going to be just like that, and we're going to grow, and we're going to grow every year, producing the greatest comic books on the stands. I am not going to produce garbage. I told my dad Cyberfrog Blood Honey will be the best comic of 2018, and it would win an Eisner if if the comic book industry was like that and fair. But no, it isn't. So we are going to go for Eisner worthy, Eisner quality material. And this will be a comic book that will be long remembered. Yeah, and then we'll do it again, and then we'll do it again, and then we'll do it again and again and again, and we will continue to grow. We'll get better at this. We will become a publisher, and then with your guys' support and your faith, and by this point, I hope that everything has grown. I think we will. I think we'll grow. I don't think we'll shrink. I think as this channel grows, and as we produce better work, and as we listen to the fans, and as we get better about making sure orders are correct, on time, quick, one touch. Basically, here's the thing: I don't want you guys to have to get off the couch if you don't want to in order to get my comic book. I'm going to ship it right to you. You will click a button and you will get the comic book shipped right to you. You don't have to do anything else. So as we get better and better at that, we are going to eventually begin hiring people, and then we will become a real publisher. I want to hire people. I want to hire artists and writers who are finding it difficult to break in, but who I think have talent, have a gift, and who deserve to have their work seen. At first, I'll hire them to do my own stuff, and then eventually, like all my own creations, and then eventually, we're going to get so big that we are going to hire people and let them do their own stuff. We will become, wow, we'll become Marvel Comics. Yeah, kind of like Marvel Comics. It is going to be absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. I can't wait. So thank you for this. Let's see if we sold one more copy. You never know. Sometimes we do. We did. We sold one more copy. So thank you guys so much. 243,000. $566 raised by 4,017 backers. That is awesome. By the way, once we get to, I think we need how many? 6,500, about $6,400 we need to raise. And once we do that, we are giving Kyle Ritter, my colorist, who is a great guy. I introduced you guys to Kyle Ritter. Do you all remember him? Right now, let's look at it this way. Right now, this $3,566 is going in Kyle's pocket. So everything between here and 2,500, or no, I'm sorry, 250,000. Everything between here and 250,000 is going in Kyle Ritter's pocket. It's his $10,000 bonus. So right now, you guys have given Kyle Ritter $3,566, and every order between now and $250,000 is Kyle's bonus. So that is awesome. That is huge. Kyle wrote, first of all, Kyle drew and colored a Cyberfrog. Where is that? Let me show you that. Kyle drew and colored. He had an inker help him, like he's got a nice inker friend who's pretty great. But this is what he wanted to say to you guys. It's Cyberfrog. He penciled this. Like Kyle is the only guy who draws Cyberfrog on model besides me, because he's coloring him. He's so close to him. Look at how good this is. Kyle penciled this. He had an inker ink it. That is Cyberfrog. I looked at that and went, that looks like I drew it. That looks great. Everybody else that draws them, I'm kind of like, well, it's pretty close. It's cool. It's a neat, neat version. This is Cyberfrog. It is beautifully done. So he says thank you to you guys, and he means that. Let me just show you the video one more time in case you haven't seen Kyle. All right, so he sent this. I love his smile. It makes me happy. It really does make me happy. So, that is the thing. So now we are in Kyle's bonus territory. I mean, uh, everything that we get, everything that we get between here, this $3,566 belongs to Kyle, and then everything else between here and $250,000 is absolutely going right into Kyle's pocket. So if you haven't yet pledged to back Cyberfrog Blood Honey, the link is in the description. Now is a great time because now, if you're backing now, that's Kyle's money, and we all love Kyle. Kyle deserves a big payday for this. He really does. He's been working hard for years, trying to break into comics. This is his big break, and it's going to be great. All right, so let me read some super chats, and then we'll get back. People are coming in here and they're saying, "What hate group? What are you talking about?" Okay, so we'll go over that again. We'll go over that again because maybe I started talking about that too soon. I'm getting conditioned now. People are like, as soon as you start your video, talk about the topic. Don't mess around. Ugh. Okay, fine. Well, maybe not with live videos. Um, all right, Star Wars Theory. Hi, Star Wars Theory. Canadian $10. Is that the real Star Wars Theory? Thank you very much for that. Laura Story, thank you for $1.99. Click me hard, LOL. Okay. Michael Lynch, thanks for $2. Ethan, who are you using to print the book? I haven't decided yet. We have a whole list of the best printers in comics. We are going to shop around, and we have not made up our mind yet. Somebody who can do the exact kind of chromium that we want. We need somebody who can do chromium covers and the best paper. That I don't want these books to have wet ink on them. I was just watching a Diversity in Comics review, some kind of Squirrel Girl comic today. He did a review, and as he was reading the book, like the colored ink was coming off, like it was leaving fingerprints. I was like, no, no, no. We have to have the very best of everything. These books have to be exquisite. We have the money for it. We have the budget for it. So we want to get the highest quality everything. And I'm gonna shop around, get the highest quality for the best price, and we'll be doing that when it comes closer to time. Mike Soilo, hello, $5. Hey, EVS, I don't think wasps make honey. Alien wasps do. Keep up the good work. That is correct. So these things actually, as I said, they are wasps, hornets, bees. They're from outer space. They do all kinds of things that those things do. They're not earth bees or earth wasps. They do make honey, these aliens. JR, thank you for $2. Only the moist will survive. Laura's Story, thanks for $4.99. They are dumb enough to do it. You better believe they are. They think this is going to work. Cautionary Comics, thank you for $10. I would love to find a survey of children about what they think of the new Star Wars and if they even care about it anymore. If the kids don't care, the brand. Wait. If the kids don't care, the brand is dead, sadly. I agree. That is kind of how it is. We are the ones, they keep calling us man babies and saying it's not for you, it's for the kids. Hey, Pablo Hidalgo, you dummy, who do you think takes the kids to the movies? Do you think they go there on their own? And why would they? Do you think they don't look at these things and go, "Yeah, I want to see that"? No, they look at cartoons and say they want to see those. We find them at the right age. We say, "Okay, I think you're old enough now to experience Star Wars," and hopefully, the Star Wars product that is on the screen, the new Star Wars story, will be something like the Star Wars that I remember as a kid. And that is what we're trying to do. We're trying to take our kids to experience the same kind of thing that we experienced when we saw Star Wars. It matters what we think. It matters a great deal. And we still love Star Wars. I mean, we still love it. But stop calling it a kid's property and then making Lando Calrissian sexually attracted to his robot. Rich556, thank you for $10. I blocked over 1,100 SJW Twitter accounts last night because they tried mass flagging me for harassment on an edited screenshot of my tweet. I counterflagged and altered my profile to sound lefty. What in the world is going on? I got $4.99 from a screen name called Some Faggot. That's nice, Some Faggot. Yo, Ethan, you got baited in your video from earlier today. Well, I got baited again with your screen name, Some Faggot. You should change it. Let's see. Yeah, I know. We talked about that earlier. Wasn't my fault. I went through and liked a bunch of comments, and then the guy who left that, edited it to be anti-Semitic. I deleted it. What can I do? What am I playing games? It's like All right, so go tell everyone that I'm anti-Semitic. Good for you. You have proof now. You have photographic proof that I am Hitler. Good job. Custom song maker. Everybody's a goofball on the internet. It's like let's all gaslight everyone at all times. Custom song maker, thank you for $5. I missed the alt hero stream. In my opinion, it's pretty good. It's $3 at Amazon with free shipping, which should be impossible. Our taxes pay the USPS for Amazon. Yeah, alt hero. Here's what I said about alt hero, and my dad was behind me. My dad hated the artwork, hated it. I enjoyed reading Alt Hero. The artwork got better as it went along, but it is extremely amateurish, and that is too bad because here's the situation that someone like Vox Day finds himself in, and I've argued with him about this nonstop. I say this. Let me preface this by saying this. I like Vox Day as a person. I've spoken to him. He's a really amicable guy. He's very very smart. He's kind when you're speaking to him, and like I said, I like Vox Day, but I disagree with what he's. I disagreed with his initial impetus, his initial reasons for launching comics, his comic empire. Now I don't disagree so much. Before I was like, yeah, you're just being right wing, you're being provocative. No, you know what? Yeah, we do have to kind of take this industry back from these SJWs. What I don't agree with is making the comic books themselves right wing propaganda by calling it alt hero. I mean, obviously that is a dog whistle. You know what a dog whistle is, right? Um, Even though the book itself wasn't particularly political, I think that the name alt hero was meant to just kind of get lefties really upset, and maybe that's okay. I don't even know anymore. I'm not really sure. I haven't really examined my soul for whether it's okay to trigger SJWs with the name of your comic book. I'll have to think about that. But right now, I'm kind of in this, IDGAF kind of frame of mind about it, and that's fine. The book read really well. It was smooth. It was fun to read. The artwork wasn't good, but yeah, you should read it. Absolutely. E. Michael, thanks for $5. Star Wars Episode 9, German 9. Nobody watches. Well, yeah, it's gonna lose money. Richard Zavala, thank you for $5. Ethan, please make a shirt of the exact same Cyberfrog comic front page. I'll buy two. Um, Please make a shirt of the exact same Cyberfrog comic front page. I'm not sure what you mean, Richard. But I will. I'm gonna make lots of Cyberfrog shirts. I will definitely make lots of them. Oh, oh. Uh, Please make a shirt of what the Kyle drawing of Cyberfrog. I could do that. I just don't want it to say thank you on it. But yeah, Cyberfrog pointing, we could do that, and we just give all the money to Kyle. Rax the Hero, thank you for $2. Kyle might be reincarnated Beethoven for colors. Ooh, that's nice. That's a nice compliment. Rabid Jawa, thank you for £2. We need Soycott t-shirts. Um, yeah, I'm not there yet. I'm still not there I'm not 100% there with the Soycott. The minute Disney starts assigning certain YouTubers as hate groups, I'll be fully on board with that, and it will be attack. I will be attack mode, and you better believe it'll be Soycott, and this channel will erupt into anti-Disney speeches like you've never heard. Never heard. They have no business doing that. Absolutely no business delegating us into these little hate. F you. Get out of here. We don't like your movies. We don't like your movies. Make them better, and you'll get our money again. Magonis, thanks for $2. But will this subsidize Kyle's pedicure? I don't know. I have no idea. We'll see. What? Thank you for $2. Do you like Space Hornets? And oh wait, do the Space Hornets have 5 eyes like they do in real life? No, but they have many legs. They have way more legs than usual. And I'm gonna change them up a little bit. I think they're aliens, so I'm gonna make each one a little bit different. They're going to be a little bit different, but equally hideous. Rudy727, thanks for $5. Have you thought about having a scene with Luke Skywalker drinking Cyberfrog's teat milk? No, but now that you mention it. CMJ3, thank you for $5. I miss the 90s when creators cared, and the Savage Dragon was still a cool comic. Remember that? Remember when the Savage Dragon was fighting that rat man in the alley, and he showed up with 2 chainsaws to kill him? I'm like, dude, you're a cop. What are you doing with chainsaws? That was a weird thing, but it was kind of cool. Captain Blood of Kirby, thank you for Canadian $2. Update on the poster I want so bad. I'll hear more tomorrow about that. I think maybe tomorrow we'll have an update on the poster. I will push crypto fashion. And Tim King, thanks for $2. Good evening, Uncle Ethan. Well, good evening to you, Tim. Happy to see you. Very happy to see you. So, all right, where were we? We're talking about this. We're talking about this guy here. He has a channel called Reviews for You. I hesitantly recommend him. I think he's fun to listen to. I am not sure if he is full of BS or not. I don't know. Um, but if he isn't full of BS, if he is for real, Wise Gamera says he's good in all caps. Well, he might be good. He is good. He's very entertaining. Is he for real? There's another guy, Mike Zero, who's very good. Is he for real? I tend to doubt it. Being entertaining is one thing, but being factually accurate is another. And I am unable to. Wise Gamera is this guy. Wise Gamera is really pushing him. He says he's legit in all caps. And then he says Mike Zero is no good. Okay, I'm gonna I'm going to just kind of be agnostic about that. I don't know. When I watch Mike Zero, I get the feeling that a lot of this stuff is kind of fantasy. When I watch this guy, I get the feeling I get a similar feeling, but I don't know. I just don't know. I can't imagine Disney calling us hate groups or putting us into a hate group. Can't imagine that. I would be furious. I would sue. This guy, his name is Reviews for You, went for a job interview at Lucasfilm. He looks like the kind of guy who would want to work at Lucasfilm. I do not ever want to work for Lucasfilm ever. But he does. He's excited by the prospect of getting to work on these characters that he loves so much. Um, oh boy, will that be? That'll just if you love these characters, working at Lucasfilm will beat that right out of you. I promise you that right now. Like if you love Star Wars, working on Star Wars, you will stop loving it pretty quickly. Um, uh, yeah, I don't know. Listen. Mike Zero is somebody whose channel I like to listen to, but yeah, I just don't know if he's being for real. And this guy's the same way. Um, so he wants to work there. He says he had a job interview at Lucasfilm, and they took him around. He saw a room full of people sitting behind computers, like scrolling the internet. Just he says surfing the net, surfing the web. Haven't heard that phrase in 20 years. Surfing the web. And he says that they're paid. They have a $50 million budget to basically hunt down, harass, and gaslight social media users who are coming out against Star Wars. So effectively, these are Nazi tactics. These are Nazi tactics. It's like we can't get you to come along with us in our little, regime of SJW Disney Star Wars. So we're gonna beat you. We're gonna find you. We're gonna harass you. I don't know if what happened today was a result of that. Today, somebody changed one of the messages that I had clicked like on to an anti-Semitic comment, effectively making it look like I endorsed hurting Jewish people. I think it had some. I didn't even read it carefully. I just went, okay, okay, this looks bad. I didn't read it. I don't remember what it said, but it said something about pushing Jews into ovens. Uh, yeah, that's not something. That's not something I click like on. Uh, I don't know who did that. I don't know why. It could have been a comic book person. It could have been one of these people working for Disney Lucasfilm. But it is eye-opening that kind of a thing is going on, and we do have to kind of keep our eyes open and be aware of it and warn each other. Yeah. Just bought the $100 Cyberfrog comic. Thanks, Luke Starkiller. It is strange, but the reaction to this is strange. The reaction to not receiving, praise for their bad Star Wars movies, instead of just changing, their reaction is to be angry and to call the fans white supremacists. And hey, they're all white males that are just upset because, they don't want any women in the movies. Um, yeah, we do want women in the movies. My dad said today. My dad was here, and he said I loved Princess Leia. I have no interest. I want to know more about Princess Leia. I don't want to know anything more about Rose Tico, and I think that was the feeling of most people. Yeah, it's just it's sad. It's sad. Um, Let's see. Uh, Read by Nature says, I have been seeing shills randomly turn up on forums. Irritates me seeing people claiming to be fans saying all fans are toxic. Why would anybody say that? How could fans ever be toxic? Fans aren't fans, they're customers. Your customers cannot be toxic. You guys, I'm doing an interview right now, and the interviewer said, "What are you gonna do, Ethan, when people decide that they don't like Cyberfrog anymore? Like, what will happen?" And I'll say, "Well, I'll probably ask them why not, and if I can fix it in some way, and if not, I'm moving on to something else." I'm here to sell comic books. I'm not here to sell virtue. I'm not here to sell politics or ideology. It's ridiculous. I'm here to sell superhero comics. Star Wars is meant to be selling movie tickets, not anything else, not any ideas, really. They're not here to be selling people pansexuality and the virtues of pansexuality. They're here mostly, I would think, to sell movie tickets and merchandise. And if they're not able to do that, then they need to figure out why that is. And the people they need to ask are us. Are us. Um, Randall Snyder says toxic is such an internet crybaby term. Yeah, it is. It is. Uh, no, so it's Rainbow Brute. So okay, so somebody wants Cyber Brute versus Rainbow Frog. Interesting, interesting. We do little mashups there. Uh, Absolutely terrific. Yeah, you're here to bring the fear of the belt into their hearts as well, Uncle. Everybody needs to fear the belt. Everybody needs to fear the belt because it will happen. The belt will come down. The belt will come crashing down. And we just passed $244,000 just now. Unbelievable. We are now, that's $4,056 that's going straight into Kyle's pocket. Colorist Kyle Ritter. Uh, Let me see. I'll put this here. Sorry, reviews for you. I enjoyed you, but we're going to look at Cyberfrog for a little while more. Um, yeah, right here. Look at this. This is incredible. This all of this, these last four digits are going right into Kyle Ritter's pocket. He deserves it. He's a great colorist. He is somebody who was willing to share. I said to him, Moose is going to color some of this, and you're going to color some of it, and we'll just. I just want to get this stuff done as well and as quickly as possible. So I think like the big posters and all that stuff, I'm going to give to Moose, and he said okay. He just wanted to color any of it, and then Moose absolutely did not want to share it. He didn't want to share it. He just wanted it to be late, and for him to do it all or nothing at all, and he chose to get very, very angry and stomp off the project. And now it's all Kyle's. And Kyle humbly has done the best work that I've ever seen. No ego at all. No ego. Just a humble guy who's just like, yeah, please, and then drawing presents for the fans, drawing Cyberfrog just to say thank you to you guys. What a great guy. What a great, great guy. So, Kyle is going to be getting a huge bonus. He is getting $4,056. And when we hit $250,000, Kyle is going to get $10,000 when the campaign is over. It's very, very exciting. And the campaign's almost over. I mean, we've only got 12 days left. We have 12 days, but that's plenty of time. It's plenty of time if you haven't yet pledged. Everyone loves Kyle. Everyone's talking about how much they love Kyle. Wide Awake says Moose's hate is destroying him. Yeah, he's saying some pretty disgusting things. I mean, I have him blocked. I just don't need any more headaches. I understand that there's considerable temptation to turn against me and go and say horrible things about me to these people who are SJWs in comics. Uh, yeah, I understand that there might be money in it. I don't think there is though. Either the reasons why you are not coloring now will follow you around. The reasons why you're not coloring now is because you have a bad attitude and you can't get stuff done quick enough. All right, let's see here. We've got some more super chats. SR2 Joker, thanks for $5. Fiverr for the Ethan Van Sciver Defense Fund. Also, any progress on getting Soilo or Fandom Menace hats? I'll have to double check on that too. He is I mean, these guys, they've never seen anything like this fandom. They weren't. If you go and look at their other website, I mean, I think they were doing more T-shirts for like Republican comic book publishers, and it's like they weren't selling that well. They weren't selling that well. Then I show up, and this fandom shows up, and you have to understand they weren't expecting this, and they ended up having to hire a bunch of people. They ended up having to do this and that. They are now going to crowdfund. Crypto Fashion is going to crowdfund for a screen printing machine. I don't know, something to do higher, like better quality color prints, like the Cyberfrog print T-shirt. Like right now, they have to send those out. He would like to own one of those, so he's going to crowdfund. I said, "Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm going to do a T-shirt exclusively for him, like a design for him to sell to crowdfund to buy this extra machine." At the moment, getting hats, he has to send them out to his, I guess, embroiderer who does hats. And we're working on that. We are working on that. I don't know if we're gonna do Soilo, but we will do Fandom Menace. Should we do Soilo too? Would you? Is Soilo over? It's still selling. The T-shirt's still selling really well. I just got my statement uh, from them and Crypto Fashion for the last 2 weeks, and it's great. I mean, the Soilo shirts are still selling. Um, I'll think about it. I will think about it. But Fandom Menace has to be a hat. It has to be a hat. I think it's evergreen. Um, yeah, it is absolutely evergreen. Soilo is timeless. I don't know if Soilo is timeless. I think Soilo is connected to the movie. Uh, yeah. Have it say Soy Wars. Soy Wars is better. We could do a Soy Wars shirt, hat. That is timeless. That works forever. Um, The Outpatient. Thanks for Canadian $5. I watched the gopher drawing video. Now I'm more convinced they should be included. Maybe along the bottom of some pages like Fat Freddy's cat. Yeah, or like Sergio Aragonés on Mad Magazine, something like that. Say, Rob, thanks for $2. Disney is turning the Rocketeer into a little girl. All right, well, that's okay. I mean, that might work. The Grand Inquisitor, thanks for $5. You should consider including a signed print of Kyle's thank you for all your backers. That would be metal as F. That's not a bad idea. Print them up and just put them on top of your package. Like you guys, like let's say you ordered a comic book and you've got all this extra stuff in there, and we just put a print of Kyle's thank you Cyberfrog poster on top of that, and then you guys open the package and you see the thank you first. I've been thinking about the way I want to present, what you guys are receiving to you, and that's a pretty good idea. Um, let's see. GRP poll, thanks for Canadian $2. Hey, did you share reviews for you? Great guy. I did. Yeah, I don't know him, GRP poll, but people sent me his video with a lot of alarm and concern. I had to talk about him. I don't know if I've never spoken to him. I don't know anything about him except for this one video that I just watched, and I'm confused about him. I don't know if I trust him yet. But he shouldn't take offense to that. I mean, I've only watched one video, and he's making some pretty out there claims. So my skepticism hat is always on. That is my duty to my subscribers and my viewers. I am not going to completely buy into what he says. However, it is likely. It does seem like my dad. I told my dad, and he said that's paranoia. I said no, but you can't say that. You don't know SJWs. It's not paranoia. You can never be paranoid enough with them. They are up to no good at all times. Tim King, thank you for $10. The more we fight back, the more the tide will turn, and I feel like that tide is turning. So many are rejecting SJW propaganda. Those SJWs are just shooting themselves in the foot. Yeah, everyone hates SJWs. Everyone, except for SJWs. Everyone hates SJWs. Even liberals hate it. You should see the messages I get. Like, Ethan, I'm a liberal. I voted for Obama. I voted for Hillary. I hate these SJWs, and I hate what they're doing. And I'm like, exactly. You're not an extremist. You're just a regular liberal. And why can't we just get back to Republicans and Democrats just arguing policy, but agreeing that we're both good Americans? Why? Why can't we do that? Oh, because of SJWs. That's why. Great. Okay, cool. So here we are. Vendon Singh, hi. I haven't seen you in a little while. Thank you for 100. I'm not sure what denomination that is, but thank you. Hi, Uncle Ethan. Here's something I give in return for your countless amazing DC books and great videos. Congrats on leaving DC. Now that's what I like. I like congrats on leaving DC. Thank you, Vendon. Vedant. Vedant. Thank you for that. Yeah, it feels great. It really does. Break all day. Thank you for $1.99. Bring Papa, haha, back in. My dad, well, he's asleep. He's gonna wake up early tomorrow to go fishing, so he went to bed early. But he had a great time, and he said he couldn't stop talking about how cool you guys all are and how much he liked being live. And he might do it again. He's staying until Wednesday. I don't have to take him back to the airport until Wednesday, so in all likelihood, he'll join me for another live stream, especially if that's what you guys want. Count Dracula, thanks for $1.99. Cyberfrog hats now or whenever. God bless Ethan. Yeah, definitely. I want Cyberfrog hats. Yeah, absolutely. Paul Bevins, thanks for $10. If I hadn't already upped my support 3 times, I'd up my support, but stop adding more perks for more money. 2 comics, 3 ash cans, uh, up from just 1 comic each. $100 for the first issue is my max. Yeah. What? Listen, all I'm doing is I'm just responding to what people are saying. I had $100 tier, and then I had $1,000 tier, and somebody said I want something in between, and so I made a $200 tier that I called the Frog Family Pack, and it's right down here. So the Frog Family Pack, and this was all by request. I don't just do this out of my head. I mean, people tell me what to do, and they say I want to pledge this amount. What could I get? Frog Family Fun Pack is you get enough copies to go around. You're going to get 4 copies of everything. You get 4 signed comic books. You get 4 ash cans. You get 4 of the bonus Amphibionics ash can, and you will receive 1 small head sketch of Cyberfrog on one of your comic books. You're going to get 8 total trading cards. And if we get to 275,000, which I think we will, you're going to get 4 bookmarks. So you're going to get 4 of everything for $200, which is pretty good. $200 at this point buys you Cyberfrog #1 from Hall of Heroes. $200 here buys you 4 of everything of all these new shiny comic books that are much better. So Frog Fun Family Pack, $200, and we've got 12 of them claimed, so they're selling pretty well. And yeah, the Ultimate Survivor cast member, three survivors, 3 at this point. I am so excited about this. I've spoken to all 3 of the people, who have purchased this. There are only 3 left. We have 3 cast members now. You can do this yourself for $3,500. There are going to be 10 survivors that hang out with Heather Swain. Heather Swain is Cyberfrog's best friend. She's 38 years old. She has a son. If you want to be one of those 10 survivors, your likeness will be used, your name will be used, and some details about your life will also be used if you'd like. Your life is over. I mean, your life is past. It's gone. The wasps took it all away from you. Now you are huddled with these survivors. You're living like a survivor. You will be a real comic book character. So it is the priciest. It is the most expensive tier. But yeah, I'm happy to say we have half of our squad. We have 3 out of 6 of these claimed, and the Ultimate Hornet Food Frog Pack is already sold out. Those are you get to be killed. You're going to be in a panel. You're going to be torn to pieces by hornets. So we've sold out of those, but we're doing pretty good here. Let's see if we sold another book. I love it when we sell another book. Oh, we did. We did. Ethan, can we hear your dad tell the origin story of your toe thumb? Asks Glenn Collier for $5. I don't know what he would say. He would just say, "I have it too." My dad actually showed his toe thumb. People ask, like, "Did you get it from your mom or dad?" And so my dad showed his thumb next to mine. It's the exact same one. It's the exact same thumb. So, I mean, I guess I got it from him. Exia Valens, thanks for $5. T-shirt idea: Soy Wars, the last Ryan Johnson movie. I don't want to put Ryan Johnson's name anywhere on my body at all. Not in my hat, not in my shirt. Jesus A. Sabalos Jr., thank you for $2. Happy Father's Day, Ethan. God bless you, brother. Thank you. Are you a dad too? Happy Father's Day to you and your father. I love Father's Day. The Buzz General, thank you for $5. Finally saw Soilo today for Father's Day, and I actually liked it. I did hate L3 with a passion, though. Happy Father's Day. Glad your dad joined before. Yeah, I was too. Shane Long, thanks for $5. Shang Long, if I want to go up to the next level on Indiegogo, do I have to cancel my original order first? Yeah, you should. Go in there, just cancel your original order, and then you can bump yourself up to the next level. And it's pretty easy. A lot of people are doing it, and I'm not hearing too many complaints. GRP poll, thanks for Canadian $5. I also missed the Father's Day stream. That was a blast to watch, and you guys are amazing. Pure fun and joy. I thought we had, you can tell we're father and son. I said, Dad, we had really, really good timing. There weren't too many instances where we ran over each other. That's the most frustrating thing when you're working with somebody on some kind of like radio thing, and you're not timed well together, and you end up talking over one another and all that. You don't know when to be quiet. Um, Me and my dad were really, really good. I have to say, we had a good rhythm there. Kenneth L, thank you for $1. I appreciate your donation. Absolutely. Um, let's see. 100 equals one head sketch. So why doesn't 200 equal two head sketches? Because people are less interested in. Well, I mean, look, it does. You can order two $100 tiers, and boom, you can get two head sketches, or you can pay $200 and get this whole different package. So you could actually buy this twice and get two head sketches. Or you could buy the Frog Family Fun Pack because you're only going to get one head sketch, but you're going to get 4 copies of the book. And that just seems like something that, I recommend this for retailers as well. These versions of the comic will not be available when I go to when I go to Diamond to solicit this in the store. These shiny chromium autographed editions and all of the bonus material that you're going to get will not be available. Nobody else will have this, only you guys. So retailers will be able to order Blood Honey, but it's going to look like a regular comic book. It's going to look like a regular comic book. I'm going to charge. I don't know what I'm going to charge for it. Maybe $10 cover price. It will not be autographed. It will not have a chromium cover. So, this is a chance to get 4 chromium covers autographed. Believe me, with Cyberfrog being the way it is right now, these are going to be red hot. At the moment, Cyberfrog #1 is the single hottest book in the world, the most sought after comic book in the world, according to comic book speculator websites. It is absolutely terrific. Well, brick and mortar comic shops are going to be able to get this, but I want to get people who are helping build the comic book company that we're trying to do here. I want to give them something special, exclusive, lots of goodies, lots of bonuses, and all of that. So that's fine. People will get to read the story, but they're not going to be able to get the big thing or these special books unless they order them here. And by the way, this is perfect for retailers. This is perfect. For $200, you get 4 of everything. And I'll bet you'll be able to sell one of these for $200 once they come out. So retailers, you can stock up this way. I would think, just by buying these. JLP says these books are going to make me as rich as EVS. I'm not rich. Yeah, I'm just a humble Incan superhero and frog merchant. I'm sorry. I am just a humble T-shirt, ink, and frog merchant. I'm a T-shirt merchant at this point. I keep forgetting that. I like being a T-shirt merchant. Yeah. Look at Ethan pumping that Cyberfrog. Well, I have to. This is what Diversity in Comics told me. He said, you have to be ready to talk about Cyberfrog all day long when you're running this campaign because it's only 30 days long and we only have 12 days left. And I want to see, you know what I want to do? I want to beat his Indiegogo. Is that small? Should I not admit that? Should I not admit that I really want to beat Jawbreakers? I do. I want to sell more copies. I want to sell more copies, and I want my Indiegogo to do better than his. And then I want Red Rooster by the Brightwisers to do even better than mine. And I want this model of crowdfunding comic books by right of center guys who have been abused by SJWs in comics. I want it to ultimately be an extremely successful and growing model of how to put out a comic book. That's what I want to happen. I want it to get better and better. So it's like, Cyberfrog gets up there to right now. It's projected to possibly get to 350. I mean, give me a break. If it gets to 350, I want, Red Rooster to get to 375. That's what I want. I just want it to be bigger and bigger, and more of a reason, more of an incentive for people to actually go along with this method. People to come along with us, bigger names to join us. I think that would be pretty neat. But what do I know? It's a wing and a prayer. All right, let me see here. We got a couple more super chats, I think. Ba, ba, ba. Teresa Martin, thanks for 4.99. Your dad is a badass wasp killer, and with the hymn book, it gives new meaning to spiritual warfare. Oh, all right, Teresa, I like that. Yeah, he came home bragging about that. He really did. Cautionary Comics, $10. We are coming for all three of you. Yeah, absolutely. Go, guys, if you haven't yet. Dick's out for Chuck Dixon. Go and back Cautionary Comics' "Ravage, Kill All Men" by Chuck Dixon. I think it met its goal already, and it's probably way past that at this point. That is great. We want people we want these guys to get funded and to get their books out there, and I think that is a great thing. I think it sends a great message about the future of the comic book industry, not just the future of individuals, but the future of the comic book industry as a whole. There is another avenue. There's another way to survive. There's another way to get people to read your comic books. Sun Wuku, thanks for $5. Uncle E, when will you have Cyberfrog available at retail? I'm planning on leaving my order sealed and reading the retail copy only. Oh, interesting. Yeah, okay. So, I'm not sure. I would say probably January or February it'll be on the shelves. We want people who order here to have their copies in November. Everything about Indiegogo, our Indiegogo backers, should be advantageous. You guys should have your books already in hand, and there'll be better books, better copies in your hands. Everybody should be taken care of by Thanksgiving. I want to get the first batch of people to have their copies by Halloween. And then we'll just spend the entire month, me and Andrew, are packing them, shipping them, so that everybody has their comic books in the month of November. And then we will worry about soliciting it in Diamond, which means that it will come out in February, I think. I think that's the way it works. I'm winging it there. I'm not exactly sure, but the important thing is to get it in my Indiegogo backers' hands first. I'm concerned about Diamond and in brick and mortar shops secondary to this. You guys are the guys that are making this happen, so you need to have all kinds of advantages, all kinds of bonuses, all kinds of cool stuff, and that is the plan. But everybody else will be able to get this book. It will be available digitally probably around the same time as it's in brick and mortar shops. And by that time, you guys will probably have Rainbow Brute in your hands. By the time, yeah, you guys, the way this could work is you guys could have Rainbow Brute in your hands by the time Blood Honey hits brick and mortar stores. That would be gigantic. Kenneth L, thank you for $5. I'll be purchasing a copy for cousin. Camden folks support each other. Hell yeah. Can you do videos on working for yourself? I'm tired of working for the man. Every video I do right now is about working for myself. It's awesome. It is absolutely awesome. I love it. You have to have diversified revenue streams, and you just have to work really hard. And it's everything. There are a bunch of different things that you have to do every single day, just to make sure that you're staying on top of things. But yeah, I absolutely love working for myself. I'm happier now, and I can just go up and take a nap on the couch if I want to. I was telling my dad, I was like, you don't know how great it is. Andrea was like, come on outside and have a beer and watch Ava run around in the backyard. And I was like, okay. And I took a beer out and I was sipping it and watching Ava run around. And the sun was right in my face and I just fell asleep in my chair. And I just took a nap in the backyard in the sun. Nobody bothered me. Nobody woke me up. They just let me be. And I woke up maybe like in 20 minutes. I took a 20-minute nap. That's something I couldn't do. Like, that's not something that you can do when you're working at DC Comics. All I did was draw all the time, morning to night, unhappily. Now I have the freedom to just go hang out with my family whenever I want, and it was great. And yeah, it's been 25 years of working in comics, 20 years of working in the big leagues, and now yeah, I feel almost like this must be what it feels like to retire and be able to do whatever you want. Uh, let's see. Tim Rutherford says, "Do you still have Wienerhead Force Link 2.0 figure? Which one's Wienerhead? I have Waffle Iron Head. Which one's Wiener? Oh, Wienerhead. Uh, I don't remember if I have that or not. I think I threw all those away except for Princess Leia. I think I threw that one away. Moloch. Yeah, I don't have him anymore. Why? Um, Johnny Utah. So you didn't enjoy your time at DC? No, I did. I did. It was just towards the end. You go, okay, I want to be free. I love DC. It was. I mean, I did some neat things there. I did some great books there, and I do appreciate everyone. But I need a break. Tim Rutherford says, I miss your toy reviews and trash can. There's going to be a toy review tomorrow for a video because Pablo Hidalgo just said something really stupid. And I have a picture of him saying something stupid. And I can't wait to use it. It's about the toys. So I'm gonna blend that into a video. I've got so many toys to review, and so I have to maybe tomorrow I'll just do all toy reviews. I'll do a whole maybe I'll do 3 toy review videos. Audiobook for Cyberfrog needs to be done by Edwin from last night. Everyone likes Edwin's voice. He's such a gentle guy. He's a really, really good guy. Everyone, you follow him on Twitter. He doesn't respond by typing. He makes you a little 2-minute video where he tells you what he wants to say to you, and it's way better. It's a way more effective means of communication. Yeah, Show Go says, I would love to work for you someday, Ethan. Well, I hope you can. I hope you can. That's the whole plan behind this, is to just create a big enough company where yeah you guys can all come and work for me one day. Not all of you, but like I don't know, 5 of you. Yeah. Oh, we're nearly at 20. Okay, let's see. Did we jump up at all? Did we sell some more books? I hate when it does that. It takes too long to scroll back down. Oh my gosh, look at that. We're selling a ton of books. We're selling a ton of books. It's not possible to get to GRP Paul. Thanks for Canadian $5. Star Wars doesn't care about the boys, so we won't buy the toys. I love that. That is a good motto. They hate the men. Um, Chuck Miller says, Ethan, how does it feel having an arch nemesis in Tim Doyle? I'm like, who is this dude? What the fuck's your problem? Go away. But yeah, he's on a mission. Like he's out to hurt. He's out to hurt Republican comic book artists. Well, I mean, all right, you know. I mean, he is a piece of garbage. There's no doubt about that. He is a living piece of garbage. Um, and I think that's evident to everyone. He's a terrible guy. People are reporting his YouTube channel, or not his YouTube, his Twitter page, his Twitter feed. Like when Twitter reviews his channel, or his Twitter page, it comes back saying that he encourages suicide and self-harm. That's Twitter's analysis of his page. Think about that. Think about that. His Twitter needs to come down, and his Facebook needs to come down, and yeah, it just does. I mean, I also think that people who do business for him, with him, need to be alerted to who he is, and they need to be warned, and probably just stop doing business with him, cancel contracts, back away from him. That kind of hatred can't be rewarded. Uh, and he is part of the problem. He is a big part of the problem. Hey, Kyle Ritter, is that really you? Looks like it's you. Welcome, Kyle Ritter. Yeah, nobody knows. I mean, it's like Metallica. They're just like, hey, yeah, let's do some posters with this guy. This guy's he's in Texas. He's a poster guy. They don't know him. They haven't done any research about him. They should be let to know that. Bernie Wrightson's widow should know that. Everybody who does business with him should know who he is. I'm sure he puts on a great face to other people. But at this point, pretty much the entire internet knows that he is a serial harasser of women. He has made Elizabeth Breitweiser cry over and over again. And he is a doxer. He's somebody who will investigate you and find personal information about you and share it, which I think should be illegal. It's nobody's business. And yeah, he's a real creep. His neighbors find him. Like he talks about, he's 40 years old and he's like out there playing Pokemon Go in the middle of the night, and his neighbors are suspicious of him. He's out. Think about seeing some weirdo that looks like Tim Doyle out there playing Pokemon Go in the dead of night, walking around with his phone. You're like, what is this dude up to? What is he up to?
And I guess they complained about him in some kind of like social media neighborhood watch page, and he came out and said, "Hey neighbors, put your guns away. Like, I'm out here trying to catch Pokemon. I'm not trying to sodomize your pets," he said. And so a woman said, "Why do you talk? We're your neighbors. Why do you talk to us like that?" And he got like doubly sarcastic with them and said the most repellent. He said he made like a bunch of bestiality jokes at her and said, "You know what? If your pets don't want to be sodomized by me, maybe they got to get out of my DMs because I think it's inappropriate. I'm not looking for any one-on-one pet effing action." You say this. Imagine saying that to your neighbors. Uh, imagine saying that to your neighbors, and you know what I mean, like the people who live around you, and they have to think about that because they have to live around you. They have kids, and you're in their neighborhood. Now they've got to watch you carefully. He thinks he's being funny, but he's not funny, and it's yeah, it's like what an asshole. Like asshole doesn't even cover it. What a fucking asshole. So, how do I feel about it? Here's how I feel about having Tim Doyle as an enemy. They say that your enemies define you. I mean, like who your enemies are define who you are. So, yeah, I'm happy that Tim Doyle is my enemy. Uh, it makes me feel like a living human sunbeam. I think he is darkness and I am light. A living human sunbeam. Did we get to 245? Let's double check here. See if we sold a book. We're at 246. Oh my God. How did that happen? Did we sell another page or is everybody just buying comics like crazy? Oh, we did. We sold another page. We've sold 10 out of 48 pages inside. And actually, I'm going to have to alter this if I can. Or, you know what I'm going to do instead? I'm going to make this number higher, and I'm going to give away the pages for Cyberfrog 1998 as well. They're just as cool. In fact, they're more action packed. So I'll probably just I don't think you're allowed to lower this number. I think you have to increase it. So I'll go in there and I'll add like 8 pages or something like that from 1998, just to make sure that everybody gets a nice original page of art. That seems to work. Holy cow, we are this close to $250,000. We're gonna hit $250,000, and we're gonna hit it pretty soon, I think. Hi, Stephanie. Janisek. How are you? Hey, Stephanie, did you know that you joined me on a list of the worst Star Wars fans in the world? I want to know if you knew that. It's me, you, and like Geeks and Gamers. I didn't know that you were like the worst Star Wars fan, but you're up there. You're up there. Absolutely. So, okay, so this is Kyle Ritter's. Look at this. We've got $6,096. This is going straight into Kyle's pocket. And everybody who donates between now and $250,000 is putting money in the pocket of Kyle Ritter. And that is very, very exciting. Everybody wants to see, I think everybody wants the bonus to Kyle to be from them. You know what I mean? Like everybody's like, yeah, yeah, I want Kyle to have that money. People want to actually see a picture of Kyle receiving the money. I don't know. Kyle might do a little thank you. But yeah, Stephanie says F them, F those people, or F the Disney critic who says I agree, Stephanie, I agree. Yeah, they want proof of Kyle receiving the money. Kyle will probably do that. I'm not doing a gigantic check. I'm not. I'm just gonna cut him a business check. That's it. Can't do it. Count Dracula says, sorry for the vulgarity. Disney endorses it, not me. Oh, I must have missed something, Count Dracula. Let me scroll down and let's do some more super chats here. Voorhees67, thanks for $5. Why did Pablo Hidalgo block you on Twitter? Thought you guys were cool when he complimented your clever Tico shirt. What's your favorite rock band? He blocked me because he's Pablo Hidalgo, and that's what he does. Oh, I don't think I'm blocked anymore though. He might have unblocked me and then blocked me again. I don't bother him. I don't care what he thinks or says. What's my favorite rock band? The Beach Boys. No, actual rock, like rock music. The Darkness. A favorite rock band. Uh, hmm. I'm drawing a blank right now for some reason. I'm drawing a blank about my favorite rock bands. That's odd. I like music. I like everything. I really like. everything. But I think like when it comes to rock and roll, if I just want to put on hard rock, I really like Def Leppard a lot. I like the Beatles, the Beach Boys. Only I don't consider them rock. There's something else. But I love the Beach Boys. They're one of my favorites. Elvis, yeah, The Cure. Um, I mean, I like In Excess. I like In Excess. I'll tell you as you guys shout out band names. I'll tell you if I like them. Oasis, I like. Yeah, I love Def Leppard. I love The Doors. I like Iron Maiden. Iron Maiden's one of my favorites. Yeah, Justin Bieber. Yeah, The Cure. Just kidding about Justin Bieber. Absolutely, it's all good. I love it. Culture Club. Oh yeah, Fabio. Uh, Anthrax. Remember Anthrax? Yeah, caught in a mosh. That was great. That's 80s stuff right there. What is it called? Now we're Anthrax and we take no shit. We used to think that was cool when they curse because we were kids. Yeah, and we don't care for writing hits. Wang Chung, absolutely. Yeah, there's some funny stuff coming up here. Uh, Sabaton, hell yeah. I, I love Sabaton. I like their Trump song. Uh, New Order, definitely. Yeah, everyone loves Sabaton. Yeah, we played a little Samantha Fox the other day, so absolutely. Um, let's see here. Where did I leave off? Okay. Jamie Brown, thank you for $10. Hi, Ethan. Can I send you a PDF for a game idea I want to create? It would be you and a side scroller called EVS Soy Wars. It'd be very funny using all the latest SGW stuff mixed with your humor. Yeah, would you please? I'm at Ethan, ETHAN 12032 at gmail.com. And I would love to see a side scroller featuring me. That'd be hilarious. Can I jump kick Tim Doyle right in the face? Can you do a Tim Doyle character in his green banana hammock bikini with his big fat gut and his big fat nipples and his stupid beard? Can you do that? And can I cut and kick him right in the face? That would be great. I would dig that. Uh, yeah, Count Dracula. Thanks for $1.99. Lando is pansexual, so he's willing to kids. That's not what pansexual means, but you know what? John, what's his name, Kasdan, didn't seem too clear about what it meant either when he said that it meant that Lando would fuck robots. That's not what it means. What it means is that there are 500,000 different genders, and you're willing to go for any of them. It's bizarre. The Outpatient, thanks for Canadian $5. When a true genius appears, you can know him by this sign that all the dunces are in a confederacy against him. No, that is thank you, Jonathan Swift. There, that's a great quote from Jonathan Swift. Outpatient, thank you for saying that. That makes me feel better. And they all are out to get me. What for? You guys shut up and go do something. Go ink some terrible comics and leave me alone. Phil Devereaux, thanks for $5. Who does that to pretty talented women? The non-soy husband in me gets heated. Seems like a cool couple. I'll back them. Yeah, you should definitely back the Brightwisers when they're ready. Billy the Mac, thank you for Canadian $5. So, are we going to see Kyle handed a brown envelope like he's being bribed? All quiet and nods all around. Might be kind of funny. No, Andrea will cut him a business check and it will be mailed to him. Probably overnighted because it's a pretty big amount. GRP poll, thank you for Canadian $2. Saw Anthrax live a few weeks ago. Oh, that's pretty fun. Are they still good? I mean, I don't know anything that they've done since the '80s. Their first like three tapes because I used to buy their cassette tapes. Michael Hangy, thank you for 9.99. If you ever need one, can I please be your not gay Jared? Yeah, if I ever need one, Michael, I will let you know. Rax the Hero, thanks for $2. Tim Doyle 5-starred his own store on Google Maps. uh, let's see. Mantix Entertainment, thanks for $1.99. Uncle E, Owen Benjamin wants to collab. Get in touch. Did he say that? He could just get in touch with me. I'm not hard to find. Phobia Phobic, thanks for $5. When you took a nap out in the sun, was the sun shining on you, or were you shining on the sun? Happy Father's Day. What a beautiful question. What an absolutely beautiful question. Yeah, I think that even still, my humility forces me to say that the sunshine was shining on me, and that was God's grace. And thank you so much. And I actually left my face kind of pink. But that's what God does. That's what God does. Look at this, $246,000. $246,301. Brandon Whitley, thanks for $10. Hi, Ethan. Love the content you create for all of us. I bought 3 comic books, Cyberfrog comics. If you or anyone wants to check out my content, also please do. I make music on my channel and iTunes. So, Brandon Whitley, everyone check him out. He's got his own YouTube channel. It looks like he's a guitarist. I can tell from his avatar. It's very small, but I can see he's playing a guitar. You probably play guitar better than me. I'm terrible on guitar. I'm absolutely terrible. I can play All About That Bass on guitar, and that's about it. That's the only song I know how to play. It doesn't come in that handy, to be honest. Well, I can play other songs than All About That Bass, but that's the main song I know how to play. Yeah, but no treble, no treble. It doesn't sound good coming from me. Um, Black Sabbath, yeah. Voorhees 67, thanks for $2. Favorite rock concert, most disappointing. I've been to so many. Voorhees, I have been to hundreds and hundreds. My favorite rock concerts are always Depeche Mode. I have a great time at Depeche Mode. Most disappointing was One Direction. Those boys just didn't look at me. They wouldn't wave back. The One Direction boys never acknowledged me, even though I was right there. I was right there. Yeah. But I mean, I've been all over the place, absolutely all over the place. Uh, Morristown is better than Marlton. Nope, Marlton's better. I was gonna give that to you, and then I went, no, Marlton's more happening. Morristown has better houses. It's more expensive to live there. Marlton has, but Morristown there's nothing. What are you gonna do? Morristown's shopping is little, kind of villages, like in Haddonfield. Marlton, where I live, has all the best stuff to do. Its nightlife is better. It's more fun. I should check out the zombies. Yeah, I would. I love Smashing Pumpkins. I went to see Smashing Pumpkins, and I met Billy Corgan a couple of times. He's a nice guy, more sympathetic to Republicans than you would think. Absolutely. Dead Milkmen and Mojo Nixon, but yeah, well, Mojo Nixon, I like Don Henley Must Die. Uh, don't let him get back together with Glenn Fry. He can't sing that anymore. Well, no, you know what? Now if he sings that song, then like if Don Henley dies, he will get back together with Glenn Fry. So he can't sing that anymore. He used to sing Don Henley must die. Don't let him get back together with Glenn Fry. Don Henley must die. All right, so if he does die, he's gonna get back together with Glenn Fry. So that song's dead. It's absolutely dead. Uh, no, no, no. Smashing Pumpkins, listen, put on Zero and Drive fast. I love that song. I love that song. Zero is great. Uncle Ehe, will there be another Cyberfrog Reservoir Frog series? Nah. I mean, it was just a two-part thing where Cyberfrog was going in the trenches against a bunch of insects, like Dementipede and Rumblebee. You're gonna see Rumblebee. Rumblebee is basically Rumblebee is Cyberfrog's Boba Fett. Really, I mean, he's Cyberfrog's kind of arch enemy. You know, he's a mobster. He's like kind of a gangster. Um, but yeah, he's gonna be in 1998. Yeah, 1979 is a great song. By the way, yeah, is there what's that band called? Are they called the 1979? What am I thinking of? They're a great band. Oh man, I have so much music right now. I have so much music to listen to, and it's all like so weird. It's all random. It's all random, and a lot of it is just music that I download to make videos to promote diversity in comics and aggravate SJWs. Like I made one like DJ Khaled. All I do is win. Zach loved that. He loved it. I love the Manic Street Preachers. There you go. There's a great band that I love. I love Muse. Muse might be one of my favorites. They do get a little bit commie, but I don't know. I still like them. You can tell that they believe in Russian meddling in the election. You could tell they believe that, and that's sad. Um, Megatron 451, thanks for $5. Appreciate the donation. C Brob, thanks for $2. Dead Zeppelin? No, Dread Zeppelin. It is Dread Zeppelin. Elvis singer Reggae B Zeppelin. Yeah, they're from the 80s too, or the early 90s. I remember Dread Zeppelin. And there was another group that did like uh, Led Zeppelin songs mixed with TV themes that I really like. They'd be like, "I want a whole lot of love boats, who will be making another run." That guy was great. And then there was a dude named Mexican Elvis. His name was Elvez, and he sang "You Ain't Nothing But a Chihuahua." Uh, those guys were all great too. I used to love that, like all these like weirdo parody acts. They all seemed to come from Philadelphia. When I was a kid, Dead Milkmen were the kings. Dead Milkmen were absolutely the kings. They're so funny and so wacko. Yeah. I want a whole lot of love, boo. Sue will be making another run. Love, boo. Yeah, good stuff. Rick Astley, I do like. Count Dracula, thanks for 4.99. I saw GNR Guns N' Roses 3 times in 2016-17. Axel had it like it was 1991 again. Hell yeah. Also, any chance of more Animal Pun characters in Cyberfrog? I love that 90s Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, to be honest. Probably not. I don't know. Guns N' Roses were great when they came back. Chinese Democracy, that whole song kicks ass. I mean, I understand that it's way overproduced, but great lyrics. I mean, just a great song. Uh, it's one of those things where you can just tell they got hung up. They got hung up on that. And Guns N' Roses, they got really cheesy. Like they had one good album. Appetite for Destruction is great all the way through. But then they started doing weirdo cover songs. They stopped writing I mean, November Rain. Everybody liked November Rain. It's like nothing lasts forever. Not even cold November Rain. No, asshole. At most, it lasts 31 days. November Rain. Nobody thinks that lasts forever. They think it lasts possibly 31 days. So what are you talking about? They're the worst lyrics ever, dude. Worst lyrics ever. And you can love Guns N' Roses and you can love November Rain, but that does irritate me. That does irritate me. Uh, Mantix Entertainment, 4.99. Thank you. To clarify, I gave you a shout out to Owen, and he said he wanted to chat, but that he's bad at networking. Maybe send him a DM. He loves to connect with folks like you. Yeah, it's just I don't know. GRP Peephole, thanks for a Canadian $5. Why do you think SJW hate frogs so much? Pepe, Cyberfrog, Alex Jones, the Frog Protector. Yeah, these are all good questions. I don't know. I don't have easy answers for that. I really don't have easy answers for that. People are making me Pepe memes. They're making me Cyberfrog as Pepe memes, and they're all appreciated. I do like Cyberfrog as Pepe memes. It wouldn't be bad if those made the rounds. But again, I mean, I already did it. Those of you who are doing it, and I appreciate that I did it already. It's, there it is. Let's see if I can back out a little bit. Yeah. So, uh, yeah, it's been done. But the guys that are doing it with like the really scratchy lines are pretty funny. I do dig it. I do dig it. Praise Keck. It's all dead. I mean, it's just so silly. But that is all about that is all about 2016. Pepe will live forever and just in the history books. In the history books, Pepe is actually going to be considered an important thing. Isn't that weird? Zebulon Pike, thanks for $2. Hank Williams III, Straight to Hell is Genius. I don't know. Never heard it. Rax the Hero, thanks for $2. Tim Doyle also had his followers 5-star his store. Yeah, he's silly. Darth Nathos, thank you for 4.99. Closing lyrics for the butter song. Then I'll squeeze a space udder like Luke Skywalker, and I'll leave some green butter in your fridge. That's a pretty good line. That would work. That would definitely work. People saying Chatelet at me. Rage Against the Machine. The future is green. Well, no. I mean, the last issue of Cyberfrog, by the way, Cyberfrog number 4 is going to be called The Green Supremacy. And I went over it today. I plotted out the Green Supremacy today. So I have all 4 issues. I know how it goes. I know what's going to happen. The Green Supremacy is so badass. I can't wait. I just can't wait. What a cool name. Cyberfrog, The Green Supremacy. Of course, I like Iron Maiden. I love Iron Maiden. Um, yeah, Guns N' Roses with Appetite for Destruction. I mean, that is an unstoppable song. That will never stop sounding good. That whole album is brilliant. But then, it's like they were covering "I Don't Have Sunny Days." It's like what, it's like guys. I don't know. What was the song they did for Terminator 2? That soundtrack was pretty good. They had moments here and there. Jesus, thanks for $2. The idea I sent you was a fistful of stingers. Hey now, Cyberfrog idea. Uh, yeah. The green supremacy sounds eco as shit. That's good. It should sound like that. It should. Yeah, you could be mine. You could be mine, but you're way out of line. I like that song. Yeah, and it was a cool video too. That was back when MTV. Remember when MTV was cool? Some of you don't remember. MTV used to be badass. Like in the early '90s. I mean, when grunge was big and everything, it's like Nirvana would show up. Like, I mean, the Giants used to walk the earth, and MTV used to be good, and then SJWs took it over. They destroy everything, and now MTV is just preaching about why white people need to shut up. The outpatient, thanks for Canadian $5. Is Cyberfrog going to get a tadpole sidekick? No, 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 no. It's not that kind of book. I know you want it to be cutesy like that, but that's just not what it is. It's you know. Uh, Rag Muffin, thank you for $2. Do you still have the episode 9 poster? What was the episode 9 poster? Is it something you sent me? Guys are sending me lots of cool stuff, and I kind of keep everything. I keep everything in a little folder in case I need to use it. F. Pauly Shore, buddy. Yo, I like Pauly Shore. He's coming here to Cherry Hill in August. He's going to be at Monster Mania. I'm going to go meet Pauly Shore. I'm going to go meet Pauly Shore. I liked, yeah, Pauly Shore. I, what was the movie? Was it Encino Man? I was working at the mall at the time. I was doing caricatures at the mall, at the Cherry Hill Mall, when that movie came out, and these like two hot girls came up to me, and I was so clueless, and they like, "Hey, what are you doing?" I was like, "Nothing." Like, "Come out to the movies with us." I'm like, "Who are you?" And they're just like, "Well, we've been looking at you." Anyway, they took me out to see Encino Man, and anyway, yeah, we were alone in the movie theater. But that's all I remember about Encino Man when I think about Encino Man. Yeah. Um. But no, not Virginia. I'm gonna watch that movie again. Brendan Fraser was in it back when he wasn't being raped. Brendan Fraser. I don't know if you see what's going on with him. This is the thing, man. This Me Too movement. A guy like Brendan Fraser was a hero. He came out and he just said, "You know what? It's not just women that are being attacked by Hollywood predators. It's me. Like my whole career. It's like I was attacked by these weirdo, Hollywood predators, sexually humiliated, and you could tell. I mean, that has an effect on someone. It definitely it seemed to have an effect on his life. Um, Brendan Fraser has mummy issues. Very funny. Yeah, that's very sad. Yeah, Brendan too. Brendan Fraser too. Hashtag Brendan too. Uh, listen. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the details are. Bad stuff happened to him. Who knows? And I wouldn't even talk about it if. I wouldn't even talk about it if it happened to me. That would be awful. But he's brave, and yeah, he is. He's a brave man. He's a brave man to come forward about it. Terry Crews too. That would you? Terry Crews is a huge dude. People are saying it's a dark universe. It is, isn't it? It is. What do you? How do you survive? How do you survive? People want to know where Grandpa Skyver is. He's upstairs asleep in the guest room. We have a very nice guest room. It has a big TV in it, PlayStation 4, very nice mattress. My dad's not going to be playing the PlayStation 4 though. Yeah. Uh, Yeah, Luke Not Skywalker says Trump 2020. Well, we've got elections coming up. We got elections coming up in November for midterm elections here in the United States. We have a lot of Democrats, a lot of liberals who are excited about possibly taking back the Senate or the House, and that's it's a lot of fun to watch. It is definitely a lot of fun to watch. Let's see where we're at. Uh, oh, look at that. We're 247, $7,000, $7,086 for Kyle Ritter. Did we just sell another page? How did we jump that fast? Or am I just not paying attention? No, we didn't sell another page. Those are books. We're selling books. That's terrific. Thank you so much, guys. EVS, did you wet the bed? Uh, did I ever wet the bed? No, no, not that I can recall. When was the last time you wet the bed? $10 shipping though? Yeah, yeah. You say that, but you don't. Uh, Listen. We have been scamming the post office apparently using media mail to send comic books. That ain't happening no more. This is We have to actually buy cardboard containers now, and then packing material to get this to you guys safely. That in and of itself will be $2. And then to actually ship it anywhere in the world and get it there at a reasonable time, we'll be lucky if it's $8. We can't ship these things media mail. These guys are on to us. The post office is on to us about that. So unfortunately, it's going to be pricey. And $10 is for everyone, by the way. It's for everyone, no matter where you live. We figure that if we can save $1 from somebody who lives in Philadelphia, then we'll end up spending that dollar sending it to someone in India. Um, let's see. Ragmuffin says the poster that we made like 2 weeks ago. I don't know. It's around here somewhere. Ragmuffin, thank you for $2. Says, do you remember Flight of the Navigator? Disney? Yes, I do. Um, Sojournson, thank you for $5. Brother Ethan, check out Apocalyptica. It's a three cello hard rock band. Sweet. B3 Chandler, thank you for $4.99. Will we ever see Cyberfrog or Jawbreakers on Comixology? Yes. I want to own the physical editions, but also like the digital version for on the go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That'll come out the same time that we solicit it and put it in comic shops. GR Peephole, thanks for $2. New stretch goal, Cyberfrog body pillow. Ooh, well, we would do that, in and of its by itself. Jesus says media mail is okay in this case. There's no ads. That's not how it works, Jesus. They say it has to be 80% text, 80% text, and 20% illustrations. Comic books do not count. And I looked at her, I was so mad. I was like, this is what I do for a living. You're telling me that the United States government differentiates between reading material? Well, I was like, they see this as like not informative or something like that. I was like, what if I wanted to ship a copy of Twilight? Oh yeah, that's media mail. How could Twilight be media mail and like Watchmen be not media mail? Well, it's a comic book. Oh my God, F you. Like F you. I actually yelled at the lady. She's like, I know this is what you do. I said, listen, that gets right under my skin. That gets right under my skin. She's like, I know, but that's the rules. So yeah, it was pretty annoying. Voorhees 67, thanks for $5. Your encounters with girls flirting with you and being completely clueless are very relatable. Which encounter were you the most oblivious? I mean, we're talking about when I was 18 or 19. I've had older women hit on me, and I didn't know. I mean, I never thought I was a good-looking kid. You could see what I look like. There are pictures of me in the old issues of Cyberfrog. So I never thought I was anything special. So I never really understood. Like Andrea was hitting on me when I was 18 and she's 16. I had no idea. I was like, this is the most beautiful girl I've ever seen. I was like, she must just think I'm her cool artist friend. And I never asked her out on a date. I always had a girlfriend. I always had like a girlfriend and then a couple girls that I was dating. But if you were to come on to me, if some girl was to come on to me, I wouldn't know it. I wouldn't recognize it. Two girls on a Sunday afternoon. Again, I was at the mall all the time drawing. I worked at this little stand. Two girls on a Sunday afternoon took me back to their place, and that was I guess I was 19, 18 or 19 years old. Yeah, and they made that happen. That wasn't me. I didn't do that. Yeah, it was a hashtag me too. Hashtag me too. But yeah, just very much. I didn't have game, but it was, I don't know. Yeah. It was primitive. It was, That's the thing. I always tell Hunter, I'm like, Hunter, because I just think about myself, and I'm like, get off the video games, dude. If it's not helping you meet girls or make money, go out there and meet girls. Like, what are you doing playing video games? It's a waste of time. Um, let's see. What a kick in the Richard, says Jesus, for $2. Um, I know, dude. Seriously, it is annoying. It's like, oh yeah, your comic books, they're not informative, right? So you have to pay for. And by the way, full price is like 4 times media mail. Comic book music. Hi, Ethan. Congrats on almost 250K. Killer Wasps have arrived to make some blood honey. I hope you enjoy it. Keep powering on and stay happy and inspired. Did you do Wasp music? I'll check my email and see if you wrote me anything new. Comic book music is Alan. He makes this great like soundtrack music, and he's done it for Cyberfrog and Salamandroid so far. It's fun to listen to. He's really really great. All right, let me see. Let's see if we moved a little forward. I would love to hit 250,000 tonight. I would love to hit 250,000, but I don't know if we will. That's a lot. It is a lot asking to make 29,000 or $2,900 in like an hour. It's too much. But I would still, that would be great. GRP poll, thanks for $2. They keep me from depression, just like Cyberfrog. Um, yeah, new what the body pillows? Um, hmm, make a body pillow. Would you want to hug Cyberfrog though? I don't know if you want to hug Cyberfrog. I would imagine hugging Cyberfrog wouldn't feel that good. I don't know. Everyone's happy to see Kyle Ritter in the chat. Kyle Ritter is in the chat saying thank you to everyone. Everyone absolutely loves Kyle Ritter. They love him and they love his colors. They think he's a big teddy bear. And yeah, somebody says I want to lick him. I hope that refers to Cyberfrog and not Kyle Ritter. But either way, it's fine. Uh, yeah, I hope. I don't know. If you want to, yeah, Kyle Ritter. Everyone loves Kyle. Look at it. Look at everyone. The chat is going nuts for Kyle Ritter. The chat is going nuts for him. They absolutely love him. They adore him. They think he's doing great stuff. They're excited for him. This is Kyle's, opportunity to do a big book that everyone's going to read. Kyle is set. Like, look at how beautiful his colors are. They pop. They're multi-textured. They're great choices. Kyle himself is a pro. He's got great equipment to work with. He is super nice. I'll send Kyle back comments. I'll say, Kyle, can you do this? Can you fix this? He's like, yeah, sure. And then he gets it done in 2 seconds and turns it back. He's like, how's this? Yeah, it's perfect. Like any other colorist would take like a whole day. Kyle just turns it right around. He's got a great work ethic. He's going to succeed. I mean, past this, he's going to do Cyberfrog. I'm going to try to keep him. I'd like to keep Kyle on. I'll pay him real well. Kyle needs to stay on and color Rainbow Brute. Kyle needs to color all 4 issues of Cyberfrog. But believe me when I tell you, they are going to scoop him up. They're going to scoop him up, Marvel or DC. Well, I'll pay him. I'm hoping he'll stay freelance so I can just keep him on. Yeah. But what I'm saying is, I'm going to pay him better. No, no, no. I'm not even worried about it because whatever Marvel or DC pays him, I'll pay him more. So I'm not worried about keeping him. He'll keep working with me. He'll keep working with me. Not a problem. Not our Kyle. Yeah. Uh, but yeah, Marvel will call him a Nazi and blacklist him. Well, that's likely. I mean, that is how Marvel Comics is. And Kyle's colors really complement your work. I agree. Thanks, Geek Truth. I think that's true. I think that's true. Chain him to the water heater. I don't think that's necessary. That happened to me once. I actually drew a comic book in 3 days because I wasn't allowed to go home until it was done. That was really strange. I was in a house with 3 gay men, and in Arizona. I lived in New Jersey, and I had to. They paid me. I think I was being paid like $1,200 to draw Fuzzy Buzzard and Friends. Uh, Fuzzy Buzzard and Friends #1, lowest selling comic book of all time. Sold 22 or 24 copies. Yeah, and the dude, was it last weekend? No, no, it was back in '94. It wasn't last weekend. But yeah, he flew me out. I had to stay at his house. They fed me Burger King. I couldn't go home. I had to draw 22 pages of comic before I could leave, and I drew so fast. I was up all night. I drew so fast. Yeah, it was awful. And I got all 22 pages done in 3 days and said, "Get me home. Go, let me go." And I did. They took me home after that. Weird. Very, very weird. Yeah, tortured by Burger King. But just to be like, you can't go home until. And they had all these parrots. They had all these birds. I was like, get me out of here. Say, Brav, thanks for $2. Uh, Survivor. Kid wears a red Pee-wee football uniform. Um, Survivor. Kid wears a red Pee-wee football uniform. Say, Brav, are you somebody who just bought? Are you the guy who just bought the one of the Survivor packs? Share that with me in private because that's something that if that's you, I'll need to have that information. But you know what? It's not necessary now. I have the list of everybody who has purchased in. I'll be contacting everyone when it's time to do that. What is going on here? Somebody's telling me that Chuck Wendig is attacking them. I'm getting all these secret messages. What in the world is going on? Why would Chuck Wendig attack anyone right now? Let me see what this is, guys. This might be important. We might need to discuss this. Uh, I have been targeted by Chuck Wendig for asking a simple question. I wonder what that simple question is. Um, I looked briefly through his timeline, and in about 4 pages of scrolling through his replies, they were quite literally all insulting someone about Star Wars. I guess real person sort of applies, maybe, but that's being super generous. A quick Google seems to identify him as real, so I don't know. He's certainly not normal, says Chuck Wendig. This guy says, methinks the man baby doth protest too much. Chuck Wendig says, don't they always? Yeah, fair, kind of a defining trait. Where is this guy? I don't understand. Oh my god, okay, I got it. Oh, I love it. All right, so this guy, he says that man babies are gross. Chris Carlino comes out and says, "Is it as grotesque as having Luke Skywalker suck on the udder of a sea cow?" And then Chuck, what the fuck is wrong with people? I'm talking about the government keeping children in cages, and this guy rolls up to piss and moan about Star Wars. Also, the word is udder. Udder with two D's. Oh my god. He says, I am sorry to interrupt your virtue signaling, and it's actually spelled utter in poor language. Oh my god. Oh. Yeah, I can't. I don't want to bother these people. I just stay away from them. Chuck Wendig, Pablo Hidalgo, you guys enjoy each other. I got to get away from you. I got to get away. I can't take it. Everyone's nuts in current year. Ah, boy. Guys talking about children in cages. Uh, poor. Yeah. I love it. I absolutely love it. A Heather Swain body pillow. Now that's a great idea. If you want to, an older woman. Oh, she's not older. She's 38. She's not older than me. But yeah, a MILF body pillow. Sure. Uh, let's see. Uh, Porphyrogenitus says we have to spread the word so everyone stays away from them and their next piece of art. Don't give them money. Yeah, I mean that is a great idea. The whole thing about this is like why you're right. I do need to talk about him. I got to talk about Chuck Wendig so that people know not to buy his work because of the way he treats people. That's the thing. It's like why talk about Chuck Wendig? I guess I got to continue to talk about him because people need to know. Glenn Collier says, "Tell us more of your kidnapping, Ethan. Busting stitches here." Wait, which kidnapping incident? Was it the two girls or the three gay men? One of them, yeah. But you can see that book. I mean, Fuzzy Buzzard and Friends, the lowest selling comic of all time. And yeah, I busted it out in 3 days. in 3 days. They said, "Oh yeah, we want to do. Give me a book of puppet show scripts," and said, turn this into a comic book. All right, just get me out of here. Three guys, one Ethan. I don't know what else. That's it. What else could That's the end of the story. They flew me out to Arizona to draw Fuzzy Buzzard and Friends. I They wanted to oversee what I was doing. Uh, yeah, it was a guy, his son, and then his son's boyfriend. They all lived under the same roof, and I had to stay there at a desk and draw. I had my headphones on. I was listening to music the whole time and just busting out these awful comics. Uh, EVS, your thoughts on the Rational Mail? I haven't read the Rational Mail. Is it a book? What is it? It's true. Why are you saying stop? Come on, it's true. It's not a big deal. But it was just like, yeah, it was like, I can't go home until the book's done. And I was a kid. Hey, you hungry? Yeah. All right, I'm going out to Burger King. Okay. I'll get you something to eat. Boom, a sack of like double cheeseburgers. Here you go. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Until it wasn't like, guys, don't be homophobic. It wasn't like that. It was just, yeah. I just had to draw a comic book. Hey, Ethan, Uncle, in the middle of the last video with your dad, just wanted to say your dad seems like a great person. Grand Uncle Van Skyver. Cool, Egg Chen. He is. He's a lot of fun. He is cool. Everyone's laughing at me. What? There's nothing wrong with that. Nah. Nah, I doubt it. It puts the lotion in the basket. It wasn't unlike that. It was close to that. That is true. Well, it just gives you a little bit more background. Like that smash button, says Wise Gamora. Yeah, smash that like button. Only 580. You don't come in here. You gotta hit the thumbs up. You gotta just hit the thumbs up button. That's important. Glenn Collier says that is a book, Ethan. Seriously, what do you mean a comic book? Should I illustrate? Should I illustrate the making of Fuzzy Buzzard and Friends? God, that was weird. Yeah. Yeah, I still draw. People like my dad. They really do like it. They like him. They think he's cool. Everybody does. Everybody always has. All right. I don't know. Have we had enough? Have we had enough for tonight? It's like 11:30. I think it's been 2 hours, and we did pretty good. We did pretty good. We're not going to get to 250. I want to get to 250 tonight, but we're not going to. We're not going to get. We're not going to get to Kyle getting his money. We're just not going to get it. And I wanted to do that because I know he's in here. Jonathan Fitzpatrick, thanks for $2. Happy Father's Day, Ethan. Thank you. Probably tomorrow. I think it'll probably be tomorrow. Um, Paul Bevins, thanks for $2. Soy Wars for the utterly horrified. Marjorie Davis, thanks for $5. Think you'll do a Cyberfrog drawing with your foot in one of these streams? I hope not, Marjorie. I hope they don't force me to do that, but you never know. You never know. Do it for the children in cages. Well, that's what happens in liberal loony land. To SJWs, what happens is uh, people who are being deported, their children are thrown into kennels. They're allowed to stay in the United States, but they're thrown into kennels, and everyone else is trebucheted over the wall. And that's just the way it is. It's a horror show. It's horrible. It's like that's what Trump does. He separates kids. He separates kids from their parents while they're screaming, and yeah, it's something to concern yourself with. And by the way, because you voted for Trump, it is your problem. So that's basically what happened. So under Trump, the government comes in with guns, and they take kids away. It looks just like this. This is what happens under Trump. Government comes in and they point a gun at kids, and they take them away from their families at gunpoint, right? So this is Trump And Chuck Wendig is exactly right. Exactly right. So how dare us Trump voters do that to families? All right. Okay. Hey, Wendig. Right for you. That's for you, buddy. Okay, guys. I love you all. Absolutely love you all. You guys are awesome. And thank you so much for everything. Thank you for all of your support. Thank you for everything that you do. Thank you for being concerned about Fuzzy Buzzard and Friends. Oh, I mean, I'll do one song. I'll do one song. It's getting late though. I'll have to keep the volume down kind of low. But I'll do one song. All right, let's go. What song is it gonna be? What song should it be? Look at Elvis's happy face over there. Look at Elvis's happy face. Dun, 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 dun. Butter. Would you butter the butter song? Okay. Drumsticks on the floor. It's Ava. Ava comes in here. When you are asleep, that's when I creep and I lick all the butter in your fridge. When you are not awake, I unwrap your Lando Lake and I lick all the butter in your fridge. The butter in your fridge. The butter in your fridge. So have some parquet. It contains my DNA from when I licked all the butter in your fridge. And have had a blue bonnet. I practically spat upon it when I licked all the butter in your fridge. I believe in you. I believe in all of you. I believe in you. There is nothing that you can't do, 'cause your Uncle Ethan believes in each of you. So have some parquet. It contains my DNA from when I licked all the butter. Pablo Hidalgo is where JJ's call goes about the Lucasfilm universe. I could curse when I think about what you did to Luke Skywalker. Pablo Hidalgo, where did your balls go in Kathleen Kennedy's purse? Nothing's worse than treating that woman like your mom. Solo's a bomb, and it's because you're SJWs. And that movie really sucks. Pablo Hidalgo. Lucasfilm Story Group. You're all cucks. Love you guys. See you tomorrow.